Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're here with NHL 14, our Florida Panthers Dynasty Mode, Year 1, and surprisingly enough, Florida is currently sitting at 36, 20, and 5. Good for first in the Atlantic, tied for first in the in the East, with the Metro leading New Jersey Devils at 77 points each. Over in the West, San Jose is leading the way at 83. St. Louis tied with us at 77. It is currently March the 1st, and we have the trade deadline in a few days here. Teams hurting right now, and the injuries you can see, we got Jovanovski's out for a while, George Peros, Markstrom's back, and then Huberdeau is out for 3 weeks. So let's go take a quick look at the lineup here. I don't really know what we want to do at the deadline here. Centers we're good for once Huberdeau comes back. We signed Nick Antropov last video, try and shore up the center position as Mueller was out long term. Huberdeau got injured, so 27 games played for us. Antropov's put up 12 points, good enough to plug him in there. He's getting the job done for us for now. But this lineup, it doesn't scream Stanley Cup winner, but we're first right now. So if we can add a younger player to this roster to help out, I'm open to that. But I don't think we're going after any vets at this trade deadline. On the defensive end, wouldn't mind picking up another defenseman as well, who's maybe around an 80. He can play with Jovanovski. Weaver and Roback can be scratched, and then goaltending wise, Markstrom is playing lights out. There's no reason not to play him. He's leading the league in wins right now, 220 goals against, save percentage of 927. He's got 7 shutouts on the year. He has been on fire. He's getting the job done for us as the backup. I know he's not great. 14 games, 246 goals against, 923 save. Not going to complain there, but last video we did end up signing Henrik Karlsson as an insurance option down in the minors here, because it was Markstrom who got hurt. Clemenson, I don't think he ended up getting hurt, but he did have to play a few games, got a little worried there. So let's sim up to the trade deadline, and then we'll see who's available, who's on the block, and who we may want to target here. Oh man. Florida player Philip Kuba is out with a strained hamstring, out till March 15th. Not the end of the world, but again, not ideal. I think that's going to throw a forward on a defense for us, isn't it? Oh no, we've got this guy, Sfreet, depth defenseman that we picked up on waivers. Trading block, yeah, let's update the block. Let's go coach recommendations. Yeah, I want people under 30, that's for sure. Surplus, yeah, willing to part with any of those guys. Jovanovski, Kuba, and Weaver, all 1 year left on their deals. Oh no, Jovanovski's got 2 years. If we can move Jovanovski here for someone else, I wouldn't mind getting that contract off the books. We'll see what happens here. It's all going to depend on who's available here. Stefan DaCosta, centerman, 3 Red Stars. We have too many centers anyways. The OHL trip is complete. Perfect. Let's get the scout going then before we go into the trade deadline here. Honestly, outside of the OHL, there's not a lot of talent. Top 10 there, a couple top 10s here in the queue, 1 top 10. Then, like, even if you go down just a little, if you look at the states, there's no one there, all undrafted. Dell in Europe, more Europe. Yeah, like, there's just nothing. Scandinavia has a couple, one first rounder, 1 second rounder, so maybe we'll go for 2 weeks there just to get a little read on those guys. So before we hit the trade deadline here, I just want to do a quick look at the franchise makeup. Offense is 4 stars, defense is 4 stars, goaltending is only 3.5 stars right now. Our top offensive guys, Fleischmann, Campbell, and Huberdeau. Top defensive guys, Bergenheim's up there, Campbell and Gawk. So those are some key defensive forwards that we have, but I think we can upgrade in basically every category right now. So I want to see who's available first here, and let's take a look at the GM power rankings. Going into the deadline, we are sitting at number 4 right now. Toughest teams, we are 21st in toughness. We are way down there. We have, a C-, so we could get a little bit tougher. Again, based on who's available. We're not going to be trying to stretch ourselves too thin here. Yes, let's go into the trade negotiations now. And 4 hours remaining. We only have 2 phones available. So let's go take a look at who is available on the trade block here. These guys are all vets. Koivu, Solani, Surrey, no thank you. Actually, should we check the goaltending? Yeah, there's no one goaltending there. Boston's all young prospects, no goalie. Buffalo is nobody on their block. Colin, he's a vet. Kiprusoff, 1 year left. He would be better than Markstrom, but I want Markstrom starting for us, so that's okay. We'll leave Kipper there. Carolina, young prospects. Chicago, same idea. J.S. Jaguar, not a bad backup. He's a 76. Clemenson, though, he's a 75. Similar stats. No need to trade for him, I think. Player-wise, they got Paul Stastny available. Stashny's 28. I'm assuming he's at the end of his contract. Yeah, he's got 1 year left, $6.6 million. 85 overall center playmaker. Good defense on him, 4.5 stars. Good puck skills, good senses. Shooting's only a 4-star, but that's because he's a playmaker. He's got 50 points. Would be a great addition to the squad. Just long-term fit, I don't think it's ideal. Because we got Huberdeau, Mueller, Antropov, who we want to move at the draft most likely. Although, if we were to package up Mueller for Stashny, that would be an upgrade for sure. Just, I don't know if we have enough that they would be interested in. Ship out, Shore and Mueller to bring in Stashny to play with Huberdeau. We also got Trocheck, Quentin Howden, who I'm not overly big on Howden. I don't think he develops that well. He's a two-way forward. Don't love that for this game. I think we could make something work if we really wanted to make a splash here. I think Stashny would definitely shore up our center position. So we know he's there. Let's keep looking to see what other options are out there, though. Marian Gaborik, the right winger. That's a lot of trade value for a guy who's on a expiring deal for a rental. He's a sniper, though. This guy's going to be scoring goals for you. Right winger. He's a 90, they said, overall. What do we have going on at right wing? Yeah, he would slot into the top line there, but then again, Gaborik's a rental. He's also 32 in this game. So I think that's a little outside of our competitive window, competitive edge, so we will pass on that. A lot of vets there in Dallas. Detroit, Mrazek, not good enough yet. Mrazek wouldn't be a bad prospect to pick. He's 3.5 star. I thought he was a 4-star. Yeah, we'll leave him there. The Oilers, Nikolai Habibulin, 41. Here we go. Nick Schultz, a defensive defenseman. He's got 1 year left on his deal. Schultz could be that defender that we need to add to shore up our defensive end here. They also got Hemsky. He's only 30. Expiring deal as well. He's a playmaker. Defense isn't where I would want to be, nor is his physical anywhere close. So I think we'll pass on Hemsky, and then the rest of them are vets other than Omark, but he's 27, 4 white stars, 75, no thank you. So I think the one guy that we would be interested in is most likely Schultz, because if we go look at our defenseman here, he's an 84. Yeah, he would be one of our top guys. We have Kuba and Jovanovski on... Joe Jovanovski's not on an expiring deal, but Kuba's on an expiring deal. He's also 37, so he's probably going to be walking at the end of this year. We're going to have to save some money to sign Kulikov and Gabranson. And then Weaver's also walking next year, so that's a lot of our defense walking away. We have Robak and Petrovic, who I would want to graduate up here. What else are they interested in for if we were to go after Schultz? Nothing I really want to part with. It's all roster guys. Goalies, no one of significance. I don't think we'll be able to land Schultz there. Heading out to Los Angeles, Willie Mitchell. Unfortunately, he's injured. Tanner Pearson, Zykov, all young prospects. Minnie has no one. Montreal. What are they looking like? Markov, 86 overall. Oh, that's a lot of trade value for another rental, an expiring deal. Brian Giunta, Louis LeBlanc, but center. We already have a lot of centers. He's a 4-star, 77. Louis wouldn't be a bad ad, but similar to what we have in our prospect system, so no sense in picking him up. No one in Nashville. New Jersey's got Marty, the cover athlete. Look at this guy, 41 years old. Still doing his thing, but yeah, we're not going to be going after Brodeur. All these guys are vets, so not overly interested. Mind you, Zidlicki, offensive defenseman. Okay, I thought he was going to be a defensive side of things. I want to get a tough depth defenseman here. Salvador, what's Salvador? Defensive defenseman. He's only a 4-star defense, though. I want a 4.5 here. What's Telinder? Henrique, 4-star defense, defensive defenseman, 35. Yeah, he's not bad, but I'm looking for a little more talent there. Islanders, Lubnar Wisnowski, offensive D-man, 37. Yeah, it's okay. We'll pass on that. Nabokov, don't need him. The Rangers, Sammy Salo, he's injured though. Shane Doan, he's got 3 years left on his deal. But look at that defense. Look at the physical. Doan is not terrible. He would be a good addition, I think, to this squad. What's their asking price? It's not bad. Zuccarello, he's already 26 though, and he's Red Star, so he's not going to be improving much more after this year. Shane Doan, though, would be an interesting ad, because what can we swap out for Doan? We got a lot of garbage. Just no trade value on any of these guys. Not moving picks either, so. Ottawa, no goaltenders. Oh, there's Allmark. What was Allmark in this game? Only 2.5 stars. Wow. No one on their trade block. Philly, Kimmo Timonen, Pronger, Mark Streit. Those guys are injured though. What's Timonen saying? He's 1 year left on his deal. Defense 4.5 stars. Like, that's the kind of guy that we would be looking to add. But for that trade value at 38 years old, I can't do it. Derek Morris, 1 year, 35 years old. He's an 82, defensive defenseman. Brings the physical traits as well. Morris wouldn't be a bad hire. And, Nicholas Backstrom. Wow, Phoenix. But a lot of trade value there. We're not going to be able to steal him. Morris would be an interesting ad. Top 4 defenseman. But again, they want roster players. Like, I don't really want to trade anyone out of the current roster that we have. Pittsburgh, Thomas Volkun, the starter. Matt Murray, what's Murray in this game? And I saw Jerry's in here too. Both unsigned. Matthew Murray, 2.5 Red Stars. Yeah, he'll never develop in this game. And then Tristan Jerry. Oh, he's got the green stars, 3 green stars. He might pop off to become like a minor starter. But no one player-wise there. San Jose, no, just prospects. St. Louis, same thing. Looking like old prospects, young guys. Tampa, Marty St. Louis, and Matisse Olin. He's okay, but I just don't know what they're going to want for him. He's got how many years? I'm assuming it's 1 year left on his deal. No, I think that said 3. I saw the one way. Yeah, he's got 3 years left at $3.6 million. Yikes, that is too long for us. No, thank you. Leafs, Briere and Cook, no. And then Vancouver, all young prospects. They have a ton of prospects in this game. Frankie Cordero, Jensen, Bo Horvat, Shinkarik. Oh, this guy was a bust. Never went on to do much, unfortunately. And then Gaunt's their top prospect here, 4 stars. Washington, Phil Grubauer. What's Grubauer in this game? 2.5 green star. And then skater-wise, no one. Winnipeg, bunch of vets. Blake Wheeler, though, 1 year left, $2.25 million. He's only 27. Wheeler, I would rather get Wheeler over Stastny as well. Look at Wheeler's stats. Holy smokes. Puck skills, physical, skating, everything's 4.5 star. Yeah, see, this is the kind of guy that I think we can't pass up on. I think Blake Wheeler might be the target here to bring in to shore up the right wing. First line forward, right wingers. Yeah, so he would slot right up there. It would knock a few of these guys down. That doesn't matter, though. Kopecky and Versteeg. But then, yeah, what are they looking to get for him? If they want Mueller, I'm willing to package Mueller into a deal because we have Antropov, who's temporarily going to be plugging in for a little bit here. Mueller's not doing a whole heck of a lot. And once he turns 26, I think his potential is going to go down. Sorry, his potential goes to white, which would then his trade value, I think, will go down a little bit. Gawk, he's having a stellar year. He's good defensively for us. Matthias, same thing. Yeah, so like I wouldn't mind throwing Mueller into that trade offer here because they are interested in him. Team information, player attributes. Oh, I forgot that you can cycle through the stuff down here. Yeah, so we have all the contract information. Attributes, yeah, like obviously that value's not going to get us there. For Wheeler, do we package up our second round pick for him? I mean, even if we package this second, we're going to be able to trade some guys in the offseason, I'm thinking. Who else is matching the block? Let's start there. Who are rentals? Nystrom, Matthias, Kulikov, no, Gawk, Branson. Okay, so those are the only rentals that are available right now. Mackenzie Weegar, oh, he's only 2.5 yellow star in this game. What if we just throw in like Brown? We have a poor relationship with Winnipeg. This is not going to help our relationship at all. We'll throw Brown in there. We have Mueller in there, and then we'll throw in that second rounder. I don't think they're going to be too thrilled about this offer. Mueller's got 1 year left as well. So basically a swap of expiring deals, and then they get an unsigned prospect and a second rounder for a first line forward. I don't think they take it, but let's try to execute. Offers filling needs that we have, but the value just isn't where it needs to be compared to what they're asking to be given up. Okay, so we got to give them a little bit more here. Well, probably a lot more by the sounds of it. Wheeler. So if Wheeler does come in, like that's going to take up a forward position. So we could ship out a forward of some sort on the wings. We have Mueller. But, like, what else do they want? Because they don't want us to fill multiple needs. Sean Bergenheim, Scotty Upshall, Eric Nystrom. See, I don't think this team has enough firepower to go out and get him, unfortunately. Branson's 22. I don't want to give him up. Kuba's expiring. Because, like, we have Campbell and Kulikov as their 1-2 punch. Branson, Roback's on the come up. He's not even green, though. Like, they're pretty picky with what they want here. What about goaltending-wise? They don't want any of our goaltending. Okay. In that case, then, I don't think it's going to be worth to pursue this. Like, even if we go into centers, if we give them multiple centers, they're not going to like that because we're going to be filling one need with multiple players. Gawk, Matthias, Shore. Like, Shore could be a decent trade bait, but I like the Green Stars. I think Shore's going to develop to be quite well. Him and Huberdeau are going to be up there. And then, unfortunately, these prospects, the Jets don't seem too interested. But you know what? We'll throw Quentin Howden onto it. Why is this not league approved? Oh, is it Winnipeg might be taking on too many players? Let's go into their giving away. And we'll take whatever worst player they have. Tremblay. Still not league approved. Why is it not league approved? What's okay, if I were to execute, league will not allow this as it feels Florida would be hobbled by too many player injuries at one time. I've never seen this pop up before. They're not going to allow it as they feel Florida will be hobbled by too many player injuries. What? Since when is that a thing? That is crazy. Okay. So let's see what's going on right now. McElhaney called up. Michael Leighton traded. Okay. Hal Gill was moved a while ago, back in February. So nothing too much. Let's go back in here now. I still don't understand that injury bug thing that came up on us. Wait, where's Wheeler? Oh no, is Wheeler gone? Did they trade Wheeler? Wheeler's gone, boys. Oh, man. No way. Can we see... Oh, I can't view the trades. Okay, so it looks like we missed out on Blake Wheeler, boys. Let's go back to Winnipeg here. Yeah, I'm not missing him, right? Right wingers. Yeah, he's gone. Blake Wheeler has been dealt. That is too bad. So Iginla and Yager are available. What's Iginla saying? Iginla would be a good addition for a playoff run if we wanted to. But I mean... Oh no, sorry, not Yager. We want Iginla. Trade value's kind of up there. Like, do we want to move a 25-year-old Mueller for Iginla when I don't know if this team's actually going to be cup bound? So... Unfortunately, with that, I don't think there was anyone else that we really wanted to target, boys. So we're going to shut down our phones here. And let's see, where did Winnipeg acquire Dalton Thrower and Louis LeBlanc from Montreal? Montreal picks up Blake Wheeler and a third-round pick. Damn, Montreal swoops in and steals Wheeler from us. That is too bad. All right, let's just continue through this. We'll shut down the phones and see if any other big picks go down here. Stastny is on the move to Nashville for a first and a second. Yeah, we weren't willing to pay that. And then Washington picked up Schultz, who we were looking at, and Eric Blanger for a first, a second, and a prospect. Again, we weren't going to be paying that. So all this was too rich right now, and I don't think we have many assets here as a team that we can just be trading guys around. Gabrick's going to Ottawa along with McElhaney in exchange for Nosen, two firsts this year and next year. Wow, lots of movement this trade deadline, and no trades in that last hour, and I think that wraps it up. All right, so now we're going to be getting all the waiver players here coming through. Mike Rupp. I mean, we don't. Do we want the depth? Why not? He's on a 1-year contract. We'll claim Rupp. Even though I probably should have looked at who else was available. True, because then that means Garrett Wilson can go down, and then Rupp can come up for him. Mike Rupp is coming up. And then, that's all the waiver. I thought they said that there's other options available on the waivers, but it is what it is. So we didn't really do much. Our big acquisition at the deadline is Mike Rupp. So let's sim through the San Jose and Phoenix series here. San Jose is first in the league right now, 39-18. Thomas Greiss in net for them. Oh, we lost 2-1. We kept it close. Phoenix has been up and down. They're around 500, and we pick up the win there. Perfect. So Kuba's back soon. Peros is back soon. Let's sim up to get them back and then check the lineup. All right, not looking good, boys. Lost to the Leafs 5-0, lost to the Sens 2-0, and Colby Roback is injured. So best lines this. Peros is back with Rupp. Shore has been demoted now to the fourth line. Gawk is there. We'll throw Shore up on the third line, playing with Nystrom and Scotty Upshall. Then top six remains the same. On defense, we got Kuba back. And that's what it's looking like right now. Markstrom's still going strong in net, though, for us, hopefully. Peros, we've already added. All right, Roback is back. We have too many players on the roster, though. So I think defenseman, we have a ton of guys called up right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Robach's playing. Jovanovski's out, so we got to keep those guys there. Forward-wise, Peros is up. Rupp's there. And then center-wise, yeah, so you know what? Georgie boy, sorry, buddy, but you are being sent down. Best lines it. And we'll see what we can do against the Rangers here. Come on, boys. 3-2 loss. That's not good. And Brian Campbell is now out. Holy mackerel. This injury bug's just not leaving us alone right now. So we're okay. We have enough D-men dressed to play, but the quality is definitely going down. Maybe we should have gotten someone at the trade deadline. Perfect. That trip overseas is done. He was where? He was in Scandinavia, I want to say, right? Let's see what you came back with. Yeah, still a first and a second rounder. Not much more on them, though. Russia's nothing. Okay, yeah, so we're going to come back to the Canadian Hockey League here. D-men, yeah, what are the defensemen saying here? Good in the OHL. The Q's got some guys, but we haven't scouted the Q yet, so let's go a month there. Jovanovski ready to return to the lineup. I believe Huberdeau is back as well now. So we got to readjust the roster here. Yeah, Huberdeau's healthy. We have a lot of centers up here. Left wingers, Upshall's playing through something. Right wingers, we're fine. D-men, here we go. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, Danny Street, you are heading down to make room here. Wasn't claimed, so that's good. And that's all fine. Let's go in and take a look at the actual lines here. Best lines it. Huberdeau comes in. Mueller is there. Gock's there. So that means our boy Shore is now getting scratched. It's okay. It's the end of the season. We're making a little bit of a playoff push, so we got to shorten the bench up. He's got a lot of playing time to start the year, which should be fine for him. So guys are going to get hurt anyways. I'm sure he'll work his way into the lineup somehow here. Campbell's going to be back soon too. He's only got 5 days, now 4 days. So it should pop up here when he has 3 days remaining, but I don't want to rush him back. Oh, 8-1, good win. Roster moves. Center-wise, who can we send out? We could send Shore down to play in the minors for a little bit. I don't know if that's smart, though. Do we just send Rupp down instead? Yeah, I think we Mike Rupp or D-men wise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, like we have a total of 7 D-men, which is what we need, right? Yeah, because we got the 4 here, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I can't count apparently. All right, so Mike Rupp. Yeah, you're our worst forward at 76. You're going back through waivers. Didn't get claimed, so that's good that we retain him down in the minors here. Let's update the San Antonio lines here. Nick Butstad, Howden. Yeah, this team's not very good. Actually, I say that, but like, what's their record? Let's go take a quick little peek over at the Rampage. Oh, first, so Cam Talbot, 70 overall, 2 years left on his deal. Oh, he's 2.5 Red Star. Dang. Okay, yeah, he's not going to develop at all. Forget it. San Antonio, 34, 23, and 9. Where does that put them in the standings here? There they are, 6th in the West at 77 points. Not bad. They should be able to get a playoff spot, which will be good for those guys to develop further. Coming back to Florida, we've dropped a few games recently. We're at 87 points now. Boston and Buffalo have passed us. We're tied with Toronto. But overall, we're looking okay. The Metro's not as strong right now. Carolina's leading at 87 there. So if we can just hang on, we should be in a playoff spot here. Just can we sneak in as a higher seed to hopefully go a little bit further in playoffs than what's expected? 3-2 loss to the Penguins there. Next up's Washington and Ovechkin. Got to shut him down. Oh, he's got 34 goals this year. Crazy. 4-2 loss. New Jersey up next. Ilya Kovalchuk leading the way with assists for them. 4-1 win. Beautiful. Normally in this game, you got to get around 45-ish wins to be looking pretty, but we have the 7-0 overtime losses. Lost to Carolina 3-0. Florida is still in third right now. Let's go into the deeper stats to see who's clinched, who's not. Only San Jose and St. Louis have clinched. The East, we're sitting at 4th, 89 points. Washington has 86 at 8th. That's not a good sign, boys. This is not looking too good for us right now. We gotta get on our horses here and keep winning. If we slip out of the playoff picture, it's not going to be pretty. Andropov injured with a sore foot. All right, so that brings Shore back in. We'll throw him up onto the third line. And then D-men wise, yeah, I mean, everyone's healthy now. So we're back to what we were pre-trade deadline when we were a first place team. First place in the Atlantic. It's a big loss to Boston there. But we beat Buffalo, which was big because I think Buffalo was in front of us in the standings. We got another game against Buffalo coming up here. What's their record like? They got 45 wins. Yeah, we need this win, boys. We got to gain some ground on them here. 2-1 loss, and it wasn't even in overtime. And Thomas Fleischmann sprains his ankle. Our first line left winger. This team is going to shambles right now, boys. We are falling apart. The injury bug is still ripping through this team right now. Markstrom's still leading the league in wins, though, with 38. Ovi's leading in points and goals. Henrik Sedin with assists. And Florida has dropped to 5th in the Atlantic. This is not a good sign, boys. This is not good. 10th in the entire league. In the East, yeah, we are down in 6th right now. Oh boy. Buffalo and Carolina are up there. Carolina's clinched their division. And then, wow, this is something. Okay, we gotta grind through this, boys. Come on. We got Detroit up next here, who's doing very well. Where are the Wings located here? Yeah, they're just ahead of us. They have 97 points. We have 91. Then we got Boston, who's at 92 points to close out the season. 2 games left. We got to win here, boys. If we don't win, then we're going to need some help from other teams. So I'd rather just win and get in. Come on. Let's put the pressure on someone else here. San Antonio, Danny Strait. Best lines that. Come on, boys. Got to take down the Wings here. 2-0 loss. Fleischmann's back, though, for the final here. So it's best lines it. And then can I stop the sim in time before we play Boston? I want to see the standings again here. We are still sitting 5th right now. Oh boy, this is something. This is coming down to it. We're currently in the 8th seed. The Islanders are a point ahead of us, and Washington is a point behind us. So it's looking like if we win, we're in. If we don't, we need Washington to lose. And we'll need Tampa Bay to lose because I don't know what that tiebreaker's like, and I'm hoping they don't play each other. So, but hey, we solve it all if we just get a win here. So let's go in and let's actually sim this one here. Let's go to events, the goals. We'll sim the first period. Down 1-0. Sagan pots one on Markstrom. End of the second. Fleischmann, good thing he's back, scores on the power play, but David Krejci gets a shorthanded goal. All right, boys, here we go. That was simming way too fast, but hey, Ed Jovanovski on the power play beats Khudobin, ties the game up here. All right, come on, boys. Come on. Simming 4 times speed. Come on, we need one more, boys. We need one more. We've beaten them in shots. Of course, we're in overtime, so we pick up the point. We pick up the win. Drew Shore, slap shot a minute into the overtime, beats Khudobin. And with that, Shore is sending the Florida Panthers to the playoffs. I'm 99% sure we are in now. Let's go check the stats just to make sure here. Florida clinch. Look at that X. Let's go, baby. We are in at the 7 seed right now. Islanders still have to play, so Islanders could leap us. Yeah, the top of the standings also isn't set yet, so we have no idea who we're playing just yet. Let's sim in one more day here. Oh no, you're kidding me. The starter, Markstrom, injured with a strained hamstring. What a terrible time to lose the starter and the wins leader. All right, Henrik Karlsson, you are coming up, buddy. Best lines it. Sure, you're coming up. Oh, man, Markstrom. Okay, well, he's probably going to be out for most of the first round, I would say. Unless they delay playoffs a little here. If we can push this out a little bit. When are the playoffs going to start? Because I think it said he's back on, what, the 29th? So he's back. Ah, crap, we're already starting. Okay. NHL regular season has ended. We came away with 43 wins. The owner is very impressed. They're happy with what we've done here. The scouting report for the Q is ready. That was the defenseman that they were looking at. Let's see what's changed here. Not a lot. Not too much talent there. It's looking like D-men. Honestly, I think we're just going to be going forwards now for the most part here. Go a month into the OHL there. And let's look at the final standings here. So in the East, we ended up coming 8th. The Islanders won their last game, so that bumped us down. What a roller coaster that was. We went into this video starting as the first place team in the Atlantic, tied for first in the East. And then reality started to set in, I think, with this Florida team. We don't have the best squad. We finished with 93 points. We're playing the first place Detroit Red Wings, although Chicago won the President's Cup at 105 points. The Wings came away with 101. So it's going to be a battle, this playoff series, boys. So we'll see what we can do. We're averaging more goals per game than them. Goals against is the exact same, 190. Power play percentage, we've actually got the edge on the power play. PK, we've also got an edge on the power on the penalty kill. Last 10 though, they're 9-1, we're 3-7. So overall, I like our underlying stats. We're not hot right now, but now's the best time to change up. Playoff time. Time to turn a new chapter, a new leaf, new page, whatever you want to call it. And these boys are ready to go. Can Florida make a run as the 8th seed? We had, 93 points. What's the 8th seed over here at? 8th seed. Oh, wow. Phoenix got in as the 8th seed at 88 points. Better than Colorado for some reason. Whatever the tiebreaker was there. So we'll end the video there, boys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Leave a like on the video. And next video, we'll get into the playoffs. We got Detroit up round 1. Hopefully, we go on a little bit of a deep playoff run here. And then next up will be the draft after that. But let's focus on playoffs first. Thanks for watching, guys.